One of the hardest challenges we face is disappointment. And it is especially hard when it is people you know who has disappointed you. What is disappointment? Disappointment means sadness or displeasure caused by the non-fulfillment of one's hopes or expectations. It is very true that the root cause of our disappointment is non-fulfillment of our expectations. There are billions of people all over this planet, and we couldn't care less what another stranger does because simply we do not have any relationship with that stranger, and so there is no expectation and no disappointment. Maybe we get disappointed to a stranger at a grocery store when we expect them to return the grocery cart where it belongs the way you normally do. But this type of disappointment doesn't really cause you heartbreak or lifelong suffering. The hardest unfulfilled expectations to process, which caused you to be disappointed, are those from the people who we know and love. But why do we have expectations? Let us first find out the meaning of expectation. It means a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future, a belief that someone will or should achieve something. Expectation seems to be tied in the future, but then nobody knows what the future holds. We cannot predict the future, which means we cannot predict how life is going to unfold and how it can affect each of us and change the way we do life. And when that change occurs in a person, even a tiny transformation in a person can greatly affect the way we do life and their relationship with us. We do not have control over life's flow and unfoldment, but the experiences we have been through changes us. And while you are alive, you will continue to experience things and you will also continue to evolve. Think about how different you are now from 5 years ago. Think about how many people you jive with 10 years ago and now you do not seem to connect with them anymore. Think about how many people you have disappointed because you have changed and evolved. Expectations seems to be almost always meant to be unfulfilled. This is because of the law of impermanence and evolution. Nothing stays the same, and life will continue to do things to keep life and us evolving, and we do not get to control it. Why is it important to point this out? Because it means we cannot really have expectations because we cannot predict the future and we cannot control life. That our expectations are causing us our sufferings. We are also different because each of us have unique life experiences which causes us to have different perspective, personalities, and belief system. Someone said that there's only one earth but many different worlds. And so how can we expect a person to see our world the way we do? It is impossible. Each of us are destined to live a life different than everyone, and if this is the case, then how can they fulfill our expectations? One single experience can change them from liking something to disliking it. And why do we have expectations? There are hundreds of reasons, but one thing I can think of is because we are simply conditioned to do so. We grew up in an environment where we were taught to have expectations. Some may say that it is because of our fears and insecurities, and we want this false sense of security by expecting someone to be there for us. It also stems from culture and religious belief system. I also think it is from being part of a society and we are expected to behave a certain way. Perhaps there are harmless hopes and dreams and even expectations if we do not get attached with them. We can expect for the best, but you are also okay if things do not go your way. You can hope for your friendship to last, but since you know that we all keep evolving, changing, and that there is a law of impermanence, that you are open if one day you both find yourselves growing apart and your friend decided to move on. You can be sad for the ending of a friendship, but you are not bitter, angry, resentful, or guilty about it. Perhaps the very attachment with our expectations is what causes us to suffer. When it does not go our way, we tend to be angry, resentful, bitter, and hurt. When we simply hope for a good outcome, but understand that we have no control over life, that nothing lasts forever and change is constant, then we can let go when things do not go our way, and we can adjust and be aligned with life right away. And in this space, you can still be sad, but with the wisdom you have, you can also let go and be free from suffering and turn your sadness to peace and freedom. It is very important to remember that our priority is peace. And when we are hurt or disappointed, then we are not peaceful. And so when we are experiencing disappointment, we must apply the wisdom and practices that can help us be free from the suffering. Justifying your disappointment is a freedom you have to exercise, but why would you choose to suffer? Instead, choose the way to peace. By reminding yourself that rather than being disappointed, you can accept reality, let go, and become aligned with the now. Lastly, reflect on how you have changed over the years. And even you have so many expectations you have towards yourself that went unfulfilled. And so we must apply the same understanding towards other people. You must have also disappointed a lot of people because of your inevitable continuous growth and transformation, and they expected you to be the same or be the person they want you to be for them. I'd like to share this quote by Michael Singer. How did we come up with the notion that life is not okay just the way it is, or that it won't be okay the way it will be? Don't waste another moment of your life trying to make other things happen. Appreciate the moments you are given. Peace be with you all.